Question 1. A company needs to migrate petabytes of archival video footage from on-premises network-attached storage (NAS) to cloud object storage. They have limited network bandwidth and want to avoid high internet transfer costs.
Which migration strategy and associated tool would be most suitable?
Option A. Online migration using AWS Database Migration Service (DMS). Option B. Offline migration using a physical data transfer appliance like Azure Databox Heavy. Option C. Homogeneous migration using AWS Storage Gateway File Gateway. Option D. Heterogeneous migration requiring extensive schema conversion with AWS SCT. The correct answer is offline migration using a physical data transfer appliance like Azure Databox Heavy. Here's the explanation. For massive volumes of unstructured data with limited bandwidth, an offline migration using physical appliances like Azure Databox or AWS Snowball is ideal. DMS is for databases. Storage Gateway is for hybrid cloud file access/sync. And SCT is for schema conversion in heterogeneous database migrations.
Question 2. What is the key differentiator between an online migration and offline migration strategy?
Option A. Online migrations are exclusively for homogeneous databases, while offline migrations are for heterogeneous databases. Option B. Online migrations allow applications to continue accessing the source system during data transfer, minimizing downtime, whereas offline migrations require temporary application shutdown. Option C. Offline migrations always involve physical data transfer appliances, while online migrations use network transfers only. Option D. Online migrations are cheaper due to continuous replication, while offline migrations are more expensive due to manual effort. The correct answer is online migrations allow applications to continue accessing the source system during data transfer, minimizing downtime, whereas offline migrations require temporary application shutdown. Here's the explanation. Online migration minimizes downtime by keeping the source operational and using replication. Offline migration involves taking the source offline or read-only, leading to potential downtime but often simpler execution, especially for large volumes where network transfer is impractical. Question 3. Which of the following is not typically considered a primary driver for organizations to adopt cloud data migration strategies? Option A. Enhancing scalability and agility. Option B. Improving disaster recovery capabilities. Option C. Increasing reliance on on-premises legacy systems. Option D. Achieving cost efficiencies. The correct answer is, quote, increasing reliance on on-premises legacy systems. Here's the explanation. The primary drivers for cloud data migration include cost efficiencies, enhanced scalability/agility, improved disaster recovery, and application modernization. Increasing reliance on on-premises legacy systems would be a reason not times to migrate or a challenge to overcome, not a driver for cloud adoption. Question 4. A developer has an EC2 instance with an attached EBS volume storing critical application data. They need to implement a cost-effective daily backup strategy for this volume.
Which statement accurately describes how EBS snapshots work in this scenario?
Option A. Each daily snapshot creates a full copy of the entire EBS volume, regardless of changes, and stores it in S3. Option B. The first snapshot is a full copy, but subsequent daily snapshots are incremental, only storing the blocks that have changed since the last snapshot and are stored in S3. Option C. EBS snapshots store data directly on the EC2 instance's local storage, providing fast recovery but no off-instance durability. Option D. EBS snapshots automatically replicate the entire volume to a different AWS region for disaster recovery without additional configuration. The correct answer is, the first snapshot is a full copy, but subsequent daily snapshots are incremental, only storing the blocks that have changed since the last snapshot and are stored in S3. Here's the explanation. EBS snapshots are incremental after the initial full snapshot, meaning only changed blocks are stored, which is cost-effective. All snapshots are stored durably in Amazon S3. Question 5. A company wants to implement a centralized, policy-based backup solution for its diverse AWS resources, including EBS volumes, RDS databases, and DynamoDB tables. Which AWS service is best suited to meet this requirement? Option A, Amazon S3 versioning. Option B, AWS Backup. Option C, Amazon Machine Images, AMIs. Option D, Amazon S3 Glacier. The correct answer is AWS Backup. Here's the explanation. AWS Backup is a centralized, policy-based managed service that automates and consolidates backup operations across multiple AWS services like EBS, RDS, and DynamoDB, providing a single pane of glass for management. Question 6. A compliance requirement mandates that critical financial transaction logs stored in an S3 bucket must be protected from accidental deletion or overwrites, and also be immutable for a period of 7 years. Additionally, these logs need to be available in a different AWS region for disaster recovery. Which combination of S3 features should be implemented? Option A, S3 versioning and S3 cross-region replication, CRR. Option B, S3 object lock and S3 cross-region replication, CRR. Option C, S3 versioning and S3 Glacier Deep Archive. Option D, S3 object lock and S3 same region replication, SRR. The correct answer is S3 object lock and S3 cross-region replication, CRR. Here's the explanation. S3 Object Lock provides write once read many (WORM) capability for immutability and protection against deletion/overwrites, crucial for compliance. S3 Cross-Region Replication (CRR) asynchronously copies objects to a different AWS region for disaster recovery and regional outage protection. Question 7. What is the primary advantage of adopting a hybrid storage architecture? Option A, to completely eliminate the need for any on-premises storage. Option B, to leverage the distinct advantages of both on-premises and cloud storage environments. Option C, to store all data exclusively in a single public cloud region. Option D, to use only block-level storage for all data types. The correct answer is to leverage the distinct advantages of both on-premises and cloud storage environments. Here's the explanation. As stated in the overview, hybrid storage architectures represent a strategic blend designed to leverage the distinct advantages of both environments, creating a more flexible, cost-effective, and resilient data management solution. Question 8. In a hybrid storage architecture, what is the primary role of a cloud storage gateway or appliance deployed on-premises? Option A, to directly replace all on-premises storage systems. Option B, to provide local caching, protocol translation, and optimized data transfer between on-premises applications and cloud storage. Option C, to act as a standalone, isolated storage system with no cloud connectivity. Option D, to only store archival data without local access. The correct answer is, quote, to provide local caching, protocol translation, and optimized data transfer between on-premises applications and cloud storage. Here's the explanation. The how it works and key features components sections describe cloud storage gateways as performing local caching, protocol translation, e.g. SMB NFS, to object storage API calls, and optimized data transfer to bridge on-premises applications with cloud storage. Question 9. A company needs to retain large volumes of historical data for compliance, but only accesses it infrequently. Which hybrid storage strategy would be most cost-effective for this scenario? Option A. Store all data on high-performance on-premises SAN. Option B. Store all data in cloud block storage attached to virtual machines. Option C. Implement data tiering, moving less frequently accessed data to lower-cost cloud archival storage tiers. Option D. Keep all data in a local cache on the cloud storage gateway. The correct answer is implement data tiering, moving less frequently accessed data to lower-cost cloud archival storage tiers. Here's the explanation. The use cases, section highlights, data archiving, and tiering as a key benefit, where older, less frequently accessed data is automatically moved to lower-cost cloud archival storage tiers to satisfy retention requirements at a reduced cost. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.